This is going to be the most conflicting one of them all. The fourth season has officially become the most fucked up and dark season, and I think that it's actually kind of not playing in its favor for me, because Rita dying at the end kind of just cemented the fact that it wasn't even going to come close to being my favorite. Because my favorite is season 3, my second favorite is season 1, and however, third favorite would be season 4, because it still was a whole lot better than season 2 as a whole. And that's just my personal opinion. So people who worship this season can dislike the video and click off, because I'm going to go into all the other stuff that happened, like I usually do, and have fun doing it. So, again, I forgot completely now how it starts and whatnot. I said in my last one I should take notes, and it was fucking couple days ago. But still, I forget it like this. We pretty much get shown the killer right away, which was disappointing. I like the mystique that we got in season 3, where you didn't really know, you were kind of guessing along until Dexter started finding out who it was. But Dexter didn't even know who the Skinner was, because his focus wasn't on the Skinner. His focus was on Miguel Prado, and he didn't even find out who the Skinner was until like the last few episodes. And we got to see who the Skinner was before that, but it wasn't until later in the season, which is why it's more strong it has a stronger impact for me, because there's a little more mystique and a little more build-up and getting to find out who it is. Whereas in this show, the serial killer kind of had a main character role. Like, of course, all the killers are gonna kind of have that, but it felt like even more of a main character role in this season than any other one, because like he's right there from the beginning, and I guess Dexter, he finds out pretty quickly and ends up working along, trying to be buddies and learn from him, and he makes a lot of mistakes, of course, and I guess Rita dying is an oversight on Dexter's part, because he was going to kill himself, and Dexter just couldn't let him die, not by his own hands, to the point where he let it get too far. And I guess that's disappointing in a way, Because at least in season 3, there was a lot of parts and moving things. There's a lot of mistakes, he makes mistakes in every season, but at least in season 3, the mess up was in a way where it ended positively. With them being married and all. This being the start of the... Oh yeah, I remember now, the whole Neighbors Watch and him going after the guy. That was pretty funny. And it started off having more funny moments, but it kind of... Even though at the end, at the very last few episodes, there were still some moments where I laughed. It's still... man, it's hard. Because here's the thing. I'm as lost with Rita's passing as Dexter is. Probably. I had to watch a little of the first episode on season 5 just to make sure that she actually was dead and it wasn't just a weird dream that they sent off as a cliffhanger. No. They didn't fake us out. No, it was really... Arthur really killed her. His last big hurrah was killing the wife of Dexter Morgan. And, I guess, aside from the fact that the kids are probably alive, it's not looking too good. I mean, I'm obviously going to be excited for where things are going to go next. I don't know where things are going to go next. People are probably going to be disappointed with the next few seasons and where things head, but I don't know. I'm with Dexter on this one. I'm as torn about it as he is, and yeah. Shittiest week since 9/11, eh? Talk about that. Talk about shittiest week since 9/11. Tell you what. Again, only a real Breaking Bad fan is going to get that. Now, just because I said that, people are going to be able to type, write, or Google that shit and be like, oh, well, I know it. When they probably don't actually know it. But I know my buddy probably knows it. My buddy LaPoli who recommended me this show, and holy shit. Well, at least I can give it this. It's the craziest season so far. And the one that was the craziest before this was probably season 1, in all fairness, with kidnapping Deborah Morgan. And just the whole thing with, man, it was a tough season. It was a really tough season, emotionally, in that sense, So, I guess if you want to talk about impact objectively, from an objective standpoint, season 4 has had the most physical, emotional impact so far out of any season. I guess I could give it that, and that is objectively something that makes something a powerful season. It's a powerful season, and it's hard to say something like this because saying it's not my favorite is going to sound like I'm talking down on it, but the thing is, it's really more of a testament to how great the first season was for me. And how much I'm going to love it watching back and all that. The thing is, yes, I would agree that Rita would kind of get in the way of Dexter in a way that was annoying for me as the watcher as well, but I was hoping that Dexter ended up leaving her. Not this. That was what I hoped. I hoped Dexter would somehow reason himself being like, blah, 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 I'm too dangerous for them, so I'm gonna leave. Something like that. That would have at least, okay, he's gonna continue on his own. But I guess this was the only way it was ever gonna happen. And it sucks. It just sucks. That was the biggest emotional crash I've experienced in any episode of the show ever. Because I was here. Way up here. And then as soon as I saw that, it went... As soon as I saw the pool of blood. Because as soon as I saw that, I knew what happened, and I didn't want to believe it, but then they showed Rita dead in the bathtub. Yep. That happened. I usually have a lot of gusto, a lot of excitement for the reviews, because I was enjoying it. But this one's just tough. This one's tough. So, season 4, it's still gonna be a fucking 11 out of 10 fucking season. Man, it's tough. It's a great season, but it was tough. It was a tough watch in the sense that it had the most emotional impact, which I guess would make it objectively a good season. Because that is the point. The point of it was to have the point of the show is to have an emotional impact, a memorable impact on the viewer, right? And that is what separates a truly great show from just a good or an average or bad one, in that it's super memorable. And this is going to be super memorable. So, well, I guess, if anything, the one little light at the end of the shit tunnel I can give for this is that I've never been more excited and jolly in my pants over a kill from Dexter than the one where he killed the cop. The female cop that killed her family. That one had me standing up cheering Dexter on. that was the most jolly in my pants I ever been for a kill in a Dexter show season. Because I guess before it was, it's hard. It was one of those people that had just zero redeemable qualities. Of course, the other ones doesn't either. I'm getting tired. It's late. Midnight. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I guess it's a great fucking season. Just to put this away for anyone who watches this far enough, because I know this one's not as energetic. Even season 2 is still an 11 out of fucking 10. It's just that it doesn't matter how much the other seasons are 11 out of 10. Season 3 is a 15 out of 10. It's just a testament to how great that one was. It's not saying how bad these other seasons was. It's just season 3 hit home. It hit me here where it mattered. In the terms of how much I liked it personally, how much I was physically entertained, glued to the fucking screen and didn't want to watch anything else or move away from the screen. Season 3 had it all. It had Miguel, and, that was my favorite kind of bad guy so far in the show. Yeah, Miguel was my favorite bad guy so far in the show. But yeah, this one's a little different because I didn't go at it detail by detail because I think part of me wants to forget it all and just move past this because any remembrance of Arthur will only link back to Rita's passing. So, rest in peace to Rita. She was a fucking trooper and a soldier and never got to see Dexter for who he was, unfortunately. But man, talk about a shitty fucking Monday, hey?